All right.
Wow.
Thank you, Dad. Ocean Man. I'm here with Dan, Dr. Noname Man. And we're on the beach of Puerto Vallarta, almost going to attend our talk. But now we're enjoying the nature and having a walk on the beach, as you can see. So I'm interviewing about his clothing. What do you want to call it?
So my brand is realizing realities, and basically it's a conscious clothing line that was inspired by myself in an attempt to stop supporting big corporation brands and the process they go about making clothes, and just having that energy of just my own creation with me and creating my own clothes.
Would you like to say a little bit more on what happened now that you are designing your clothes the way you do, and just talk a little bit about the process that you went through to start doing it, and what is your vision, and perhaps already your website or your brand
Cool.
name.
Yeah, so the brand name is realizingrealities.com. I just launched a month ago. The brand, I've been working on it quite a bit over the last year, even longer. It basically came from, I had a desire to, I was getting basically downloads, messages. I've just seen all the conflict, spiritually, physically, mentally, monetarily. I started early on. As a child, I knew I wanted to get into spirituality and religion. I told my childhood friends when I was 10 that I was going to be a spiritual leader. When I was 18, I was baptized into a Christian church. I ended up very quickly becoming a Christian minister. And I hyper-focused on this for 10 years, thought this was going to be my career. I was looking to, be one of those people who speaks in front of 70, 100,000 people. Unfortunately, I experienced character assassination in that process of really embodying what the Bible says and what Jesus was teaching and the spirit of it. And because of that stance and my desire for integrity, I was met with a lot of resistance to the point where I was eliminated from that organization. And it really woke me up to what's happening, and not only in that particular organization, but in a lot of organizations, including the governments and corporations, and really where the state of mind of people were at, and the level of spirituality and all kinds of things that along that line. I got discouraged. I loved public speaking. I loved the attention. I loved the clout. I loved the ability to help and teach people. And that desire stayed with me even though I got away from it. And with the clothes and putting the messages on the clothes, it gives me just a way of expressing those ideas without actually having to talk to people too much or use energy in that way. And that's a big deal for me now about, using the energy and my attention in very specific ways that benefit me. No longer trying to save others. I'm just, my purpose is to be me and embody that completely and know myself. So yeah, that's where it all kind of came from. And then also the desire for abundant wealth and not living in a scarcity mindset. And instead of just like worrying about all these problems and all these conflicts that the governments and all these things are doing is like just getting that out of my mind and out away from me and create something positive that can help people actually come to a closer knowledge of themselves and experience forgiveness, love, compassion, and higher level frequency of emotions. So in that way, that will be my contribution to my presence here now at this time.
Wow.
So.
Well, thank you for explaining that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm curious, what was the moment where you thought it's going to be clothing for me? That's it. Were you already interested in clothing longer? Or Alex, can you tell a little bit about that process that moved you from that first experience to now clothing?
Yeah, I always liked to dress nice, especially when I was doing the Christian work. And then I just noticed that, like, recently in the last few years, it's becoming more difficult to find clothes that are like cotton and like natural fibers. And then also this desire not to just get away from the energy of other people's or other creations that I want to have. I want to create my own, something that I created and put and actually make the clothes. These clothes I actually made myself by hand, which I may not continue that. I may continue to do that in a different way to exponentially, make it more mass production or be able to produce more product, because that's not sustainable. However, have people do it as much as I can, and just have that energy, because everything has energy. Our food, who prepares our food, our clothes, everything carries an energy, and I want all that harmony. I want harmonious energy around my being and in my life. So it comes from that, and then also to be able to make some money and have some income that can free me from my time from just working for exchanging my labor for money and just creating more wealth. That way I'm more use my time to help others, help myself, and continue in the other works that I'm doing.
Great. So we're coming at the end of this stretching. We're going to make a pirouette and pivot, as we are forced to do. We're never forced to make a pivot, right? But we do need to pivot a lot, right?
Yeah.
So we're pivoting now. Let's go pivot, and the light will be much better, actually.
Yeah.
This direction, and I just want to share with you this outfit. We are in the tools, this gorgeous ocean here. So let me just take a shot of your brand. So here, the brand is called Realizing Realities. Do you want to say anything about that brand name?
Oh yeah, I mean that was part of like just awakening to. I had a company before this called Renovating Realities, and that was for construction.
My phone is being very naughty. I'm gonna go on this side.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Realizing Realities is what we're doing. I'm creating my own reality in this world, a world that is beneficial to me primarily, and we all have the capacity to do that. We all have the capacity to create our reality. This is a recent revelation within the last couple of years of how powerful and how much I'm actually creating everything that's happening around me. So realizing realities is basically all of us coming to that point where we're not so concerned about the external forces that seem like outside of ourselves, and I focus completely on what I'm doing, what I'm emitting out into the ether, out into the quantum field, and how it's coming back to me, and just focusing on that. If we do that, that's actually pretty much the answer to all our problems. So I was inspired. That was an inspired title that just came to me during my my practices and things I do to be present. So that's basically where it comes from.
Okay, great. Thanks. Sorry about the camera movement. Where can people find you?
Right now, go ahead.
Yeah.
So realizingrealities.com is the recently set up store. I'm working on it. It's in work in progress because I just launched a few weeks ago. So I'll get it put together over the next couple of weeks. But realizingrealities.com is the space to see my the clothing line.
Okay, and as it is, my project is like one big, really advertisement campaign for the chapter 15 of Robert Monroe, because it is just full of positivity and yeah, what we can achieve, and really a great way to live on this earth and produce Rouge, actually, by the way. That's a win-win situation. So this is my invitation to you and to people who are watching this to just start reading that chapter. The link will be in the description, and see how it affects you, and see if you want to incorporate that in your work and in your reality creations.
Right.
So it's just
Thank you.
downright advertisement, really, for that idea.
Nice.
The whole project.
Beautiful.
So I would like to move to another subject, because I talked with you and you told me that you also have been focusing on learning meditation, and a big part of the solution is this quietness in the mind. And in order to achieve that, we need to clean up our issues, and also to learn to be more quiet inside, and just be and experience more, and feeling this glorious environment and how it can enrich us. And if we just have this chatter in our mind, it's gonna hinder us from experiencing all this enriching possibilities. So would you please tell me a little bit about how you're approaching meditation, how you're learning it, and all that?
So I've been practicing forms of yoga for about 15, 16 years. And I made a lot of advancement in my body. I launched with my business partner fitness equipment in 2010 through 12. That really strengthens the body. And so I started this, and then I also started a holistic, chemical-free, organic lifestyle when I was 21. And it just led me to this place in the last few years where I discovered pranayama breathwork, hatha yoga, meditation, and also tai chi and qigong. And I've been experimenting with all of those things. It's okay. So experimenting with all those things, and then just recently I committed to a program that's a 3-year meditation program that we basically are learning different meditation techniques to reprogram the subconscious. And it uses basically quantum physics technology with ancient spiritual practices. And I've been doing that. And also doing some other dark retreat stuff and some other interesting practices and stuff that I haven't yet done, so I'm not going to speak on. But basically that has helped me to do exactly what you just said. Like
Quiet your mind.
Quiet the chatter.
Experience.
And then just notice the dialogue and the conversation that I'm having with myself every day, and realizing if it's beneficial or not. And then create enough space between us so I can notice what I'm doing to myself and to others. So yeah, I've been doing that for 2 years consistently, on top of all the other practices. I also do strength training, do a lot of physical strength training.
How does that help you with that inner process of quiet mind?
Well, when you really focus on strengthening your body in different ways, It basically is a meditation. And then you become more hyper focused on different body parts of your body.
Oh, I see.
That yeah, that
And like you're experiencing your body
right.
more on a direct level.
Yeah, I do this conscious relaxation where you put attention to every part of your body, and I didn't realize there's parts of my body that I couldn't even feel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that was weird because like I'm putting my attention there and I can't feel it.
Yeah, actually, I want to share something about that because I was also doing a massage, and you know, also certain parts of my body I massage, and then there can be some stiffness, right, in the tissue or fibrosis. And I noticed that this stiffness was very much related to the inner dialogue. And if I was changing the dialogue, then the tissue would be very smooth and suddenly it was amazing. So I can see, yes, how you do that body work, how you're actually cleaning up some of your inner dialogue. So the quick shot of the ocean in between. So, great. And can you describe, if you want, a specific thing that you ran up against in your meditation, and then how did you get to the other side of that?
Oh,
like you know, specifics.
Yeah, that's a great question.
They're always best.
Yeah, specifics. So I think, well, I know for sure, it's this inner dialogue. This people call it an ego. Does not want silence in the mind.
Oh, yeah.
Discourages.
True. Yeah. True.
And it will feed you all kinds of discouraging, self-destructive dialogue that you're not making progress. It's not going to work. And basically, I started praying again, which I wasn't doing. I stopped when I got out of the church, and I just got to a point where I need help. I realized I surrendered. I cannot do this by myself. And I just reached out to the universe. I reached out to the Creator. I reached out to anything that's listening with no form of structure of prayer. I just asked. And in the Bible, it says, keep on asking, you shall find. Keep on seeking, you shall receive. And it's a principle that's true, regardless if people think the Bible is anything or whatever. It's the truth. Just keep asking, and then act in line. Do everything you can to keep going with that. And you will be met with the energy and the strength and the insight to continue.
Great.
So,
thank you.
Yeah.
So, time to pivot. So we're pivoting.
I think...
time?
Maybe.
Time to stop?
Maybe.
Okay, time to stop. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Again, do you want to say your website one more time? It's
realizingrealities.com, and it'll be updated soon. And I appreciate everyone listening, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, and keep watching thesolution.com, and just reach out if you have ideas or you want to join the team. Come join us in the Skool community. So see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks.